Welcome back to math. Today we're on Unit 1, Lesson 3. We're going to be talking about exponents made easy. Exponents made easy. What is an exponent, you're probably thinking? Well, I put up here, an exponent is this little number that you see over the big number. So an exponent is the little number over a big number. And I want you to say that when you watch this video. Say that with me, okay? It's the little number over a big number. Okay. Now, you're saying, well, why is there a little number there? Well, that little number tells how many big numbers there are. What's our big number on this, on that? What's our big number? Our big number is a 3, right? Yeah. Now, the 2 tells us that there's going to be how many 3s? There's going to be 2 of them. So I'm going to put 2 3s, and then I'm going to put a multiplication sign between them. So this 3 to the second power is the same as this 3 times 3. Does that make sense? So 3 times 3 equals what? It equals 9, right? So we have a 9, and that we can rewrite. Okay, 3 to the second power. Everybody say it. 3 to the second power. This is also known as 3 squared. Equals what number? What number does it equal? Right. It equals 9. Because what do we need to remember? And this is what we have to remember about exponents. The little, everybody, the little number tells how many big numbers there are. So we have, it says 2, so we're going to put down 2 3s. Does that make sense? That's why we put a 3 here and a 3 here. And we put what in between them? We put a what sign? A multiplication sign, right? We can also put this. Did you know that this is a multiplication sign too?
Yes.
Excellent. So you could put a multiplication sign or this multiplication sign, whichever one you like. You just use it. I'm going to try to use a dot a little more often just so you get used to it, because it's a little freaky to see one of those in the middle of a problem, don't you think? I think so. All right, I'm going to do another problem with you, okay? So let me change my color. Let's go with green. I'm feeling green. Let's say we have a number like 5, and I'm going to put a little 3 over the top. Could you write that out for me?
Yes.
Yes, you could. And what would it be? Everybody.
15.
Wrong. Okay, first off, we have to write it out. I don't want to know the answer. I want to know, how do I write this out? Let's all say it together. 5 to the third power. 5 to the third power. Or 5 with an exponent of 3. The little number tells us what? The little number tells us how many big numbers there are. So how many big 5s are there? There's 3 of them. So I'm sorry. So I'm going to put it like this. Is that okay? And what do I need to put in between them? Do you remember? We need to put a multiplication sign, right? So I'm going to do it. Can you see that okay, everybody?
Yes.
Okay. Let me move this up a little bit, okay? Because we're going to need a little more room. Here we go. Do you know what 5 times 5 is? I'm going to put a upside down V there, showing what the answer is down below. Okay? 5 times 5 is what? 5 times 5 is 25. Now we're going to move down our multiplication sign, and then we're also going to move down what? Our 5. So we need to know what 25 times 5 is. 25 times 5. doing problems, multiplication problems, which way is it? Do you like to do them vertically? That means going up and down. Or do you like to do them horizontally? Like I have it right now. This is hard to do it this way, isn't it?
Yeah.
So, can I move that 5 down here? And we'll do it vertically?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, does everybody understand that we're going to multiply the 5 times this 5, right? Remember I talked about that last week? And we're going to put the answer right here. 5 times 5 is what?
15.
No. No, 5 times 3 is 15. What's 5 times 5? 25. So we're going to put a 5 here. What do we do with the 2? We put it above the other 2. Now we're going to multiply the 5 and the 2, right?
Yeah.
So 5 times 2, and our answer is going to go right next to it in the 10 place. 5 times 2 is what? 5 times 2. Or if I held up 2 5s, what is it?
10.
Good job. Plus we have to add our 2 right there, right? So what would that make it? 12. So I put my 2 here, and I put my 1 next to it. So 5 to the 3rd power equals what number?
125.
125. 125. Nice work. 125. That's what 5 to the 3rd power means. Or 5 times 5 times 5 equals 125. Can you say that with me? 5 times 5 times 5 equals 125. 2 small numbers make a pretty big number, doesn't it? Isn't that incredible? That's what they call exponential. That's exponential. Get it? Exponents. It's multiplying. So our little number, let's recap again. What does the little number mean? Everybody, the little number tells how many big numbers there are. Okay? So let's practice that one more time. Shall we do it once? One more?
Yep.
Okay. Let me use purple. Let's say I have a number like 4. And my little number is a
2.
2 would be easy, wouldn't it?
Yeah.
How about if we say 5?
Ooh.
Okay? So that is, if we were to say this, we would say 4 to the 5th power. 4 to the 5th power, everybody. 4 to the 5th power. Okay. Alright. It's not called squared. That would be wrong. It's 4 to the 5th power. How would I write this out? How would I write this out? Remember what our 5 tells us. Our 5 tells us what? How many 4s we need to put down. So I need to put down how many 4s? 5 of them. 1, 2, count with me. 3.
4, 5.
Now what do I need to put in between all of those 4s?
Multiplication sign.
A multiplication sign. Okay? So I'm putting a multiplication sign in there. Okay? So how do I do this? A couple of ways I can do this. Ready? 4 times 4. 4 times 4 is what?
8.
4 times 4 is not 8.
16.
Okay, since we keep getting the same problem, if I have a thing like 4 times 4, that means I have 4 4s. Okay? If I added these 2 4s together, that would be what? 8. And if I added these 2 4s together, I would have another 8. And so 8 plus 8 is 16. That's what 4 times 4 equals. 16. So what does 4 times 4 equal?
16.
Okay. Now, I could do the same thing here, can't I? And I can just add them together, right? So 4 times 4 is 16, right? Hold on. I'm going to take that off. I'm going to take that back. I'm going to, because I don't want to confuse you yet. Now what do I have to do with this for? Is that the sign? This is an add sign. You see an add sign here?
Multiply.
It's a multiply sign. So, let's multiply it. 4 times 6 is 24. What do I do with the 2? Do I just put it down there, or do I
Regroup.
I carry it, right? Or regroup. I like that. 4 times 1
4.
plus 2,
4.
6. Now I have a 64, right?
Yes.
Now what do I do? I take this 4, and I want to times it by 4. 4 times 4 is, because I'm multiplying, right? And now I'm doing the 4 times 4, and that's going to give me my answer right here, right? 4 times 4 is 16. What do I do with the 1?
Regroup.
Or carry it over, right? Okay. 4 times 6, and I'm going to put my answer here, right? Go ahead. 4 times 6 is, what's 4 sixes?
24.
Because 4 sixes would be the same as
24.
12 plus 12, and that would be
24.
24, right? So I'm going to put a 4 here, and what do I do? Ooh, I can't put a 4 there, can I? Why can't I?
Because
I have this remainder over here, right? So 24 plus 1,
25.
25. There you go. Can I move this number? I'm going to move this over here, okay? So we can keep it all on the same page. So here I go. I'm going to move it up here. 256. And what do I have to do with that? Times it by this 4, right? Okay. So, I'm going to do that. Okay, 4 times 6. We've done this before, people. 4 times 6. 24. What do we do? Carry the 2. 4 times 5. 20 plus 2. 22. What do I do with the 2? I carry it over. 4 times 2 plus 2. And our answer to this little problem is what?
1004.
1024. So, I'll change my highlighting color for us. 4 to the 5th power equals what? 1024. Wow, 2 little numbers. It's incredible, isn't it? How fast it goes up. Makes a super big number, doesn't it? Now, let's recap one more time. This little number does what? It tells us how many big numbers there are, right? So, when you see what's this called? A big number with a little number over the top, we call it a exponent. Okay, so that's how you do exponents, the easy way, okay? All right, I love math.